الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brother and sister in Islam, I don't know from where to start, but every time I come to a charity dinner for human aid, I say something in my heart: Alhamdulillah, the Ummah, it is still one body, as the Prophet ﷺ he described. It is not easy. It is not easy at all to feel for the people there, to feel you are part of them, to feel that you are part of their struggle, to feel that you are part of their, unsecured, no food, no medicine, no shelter, nothing. It is very amazing feeling that we feel that type of unity in the heart of every Muslim here. But as the brother, he asks me to speak about the history of Syria. Syria, it is a country of 80% of Muslims, Sunnis. Forgive me to say Sunnis because we have to use it. Because now lots of people, they are playing around with the definition of Muslims. 80%, they've been since the 60s terrorized. The scholars, they used to put them in a prison. My city Hama, the first time being destroyed, it is not 1982, no. It is 1964. 1964, the first time they came and they bring the armies inside it and they kill about few people in the masjid and they destroy the main masjid in the city. Then the issues in the 70s, they start to remove the scholar from teaching Islamic studies to go and sell sugar, rice, oil, tea, and this like of this stuff and clothing for the people. He is a great scholar, big scholar, and they remove him from teaching and they put him into the shops to work. It is to insult the Muslims. The scholar of Islam. This goes for about 10-15 years. And at that time there is no media, nobody talk about it, nobody knows what's going on. Until they start to impose their kufr deliberately in front of the Muslims, until the second uprising, let me say, in 1982. In 1982 I was there, I was 16 years old. And it started on the 2nd of February in the morning, early morning. And they bring all their tanks from the south and from the north to just finish it in one day. And the city is very small. It's only 500,000 population. But they found that the people, they are not easy there. It takes from them 3 weeks. This is 1982. The situation is totally different from now. 3 weeks to be able to enter the city, but they destroyed more than 60% of the city and they killed 45,000. Equally is 2,000 people every single day. And also at that time nobody knows. Nobody talk about it. And when we left the country after a few months, when we say to the people what's happened, describe the massacres? They said, no, you are exaggerating. This is not truth. It is impossible. Look, he's standing against Israel. What are you talking about? So they are playing with the mind of the people all the time. And until today, they said, we are the only country standing against Israel. Wallahi, they are very close, like husband and wife with Israel. Like this. So then these moves, now I left the country in 1982. Now it's 32 years. 4 years ago, the uprising in the Arab countries started. And I remember the BBC, they approached me and they said, what do you think, Syria will move? Will uprise? I said, I don't think so. They said, why? I said, because I know how the regime is. I know how bad they are. They don't hesitate to kill. They don't care about the numbers. They never stop because, oh, there is ladies and children there. But they will emphasize that they will kill children and women and girls and old people. Why? To make the others, they escape and run away. But subhanallah, in the 15th of March, children, they wrote freedom, hurriya, on the wall. And this is a city, Dara, called Dara. This is a city, normally they are with the regime. They are in support with the regime. So they never ever expect that the regime will come and take these kids and arrest them. All of them, all the kids, they are under 10. It is impossible to arrest them. But what they did, they arrest them. Because they are afraid of that word, freedom. It doesn't suit them. It's scaring them. So they arrested them. And the consequences is that they killed Hamza al-Khatib, if you know him. If you heard about his name. Hamza al-Khatib is around, 10 years old. They took his nails from his hands before they killed him. At that time, Dar'a started to move. And then Homs started to move. Then Hama started to move. Then Idlib started to move. Then, Aleppo started to move. Then Damascus started to move. Until the whole country now is moving. And it is very difficult. It is very hard. The situation there in Syria, it is different from Egypt, it's different from Libya, it's different from Tunisia, it's different from all the countries. The situation is totally different. The situation is, the people of Syria, they said, at the beginning, مَا أَلْنَا غَيْرَكَ يَا Allah. There is no one for us, only but you, Allah. There is no one. And this is, subhanAllah, is coming to fact. Everybody against the Syrian revolution. Everybody against what's happening in Syria. Everybody is moving in the direction saying, no, you are wrong. Go back and talk. Talk with whom? With the one who loved to kill the kids, who loved to kill the women, who loved to kill the old people? What type of talk I will do? It is impossible. That's why the people in Syria, I will assure you, all of them until today, even though they have difficulties, they have no life, and they said, Wallahi, we will not step back. Wallahi, we will carry on until the last man standing. I said, subhanAllah, I never expect this. Because I know the regime is so, I don't know, what type. Give me a word in English to describe them. Criminal? No, they are more than that. Animal, they are more than that. Animals, they have a mercy in their heart, but they are less than that. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described them, إِنْهُمْ إِلَّا كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ. They are less than animals by the way they are treating the people in Syria. 3 years passed, but what about the future? Still, the situation in Syria as it is. As it is. And I'm expecting another 2 years. And this year, 2014, it will be the most difficult year for the Syrian. So when you stand for them, I have nothing to say but to say, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.